All right, next question for these same candidates. And we start with Dan Johnson this time. What will you do to protect the future of farming here? You have 2 minutes.
Boy, that's such a broad question. What will I do to protect the future of farming? Well, I think for stuff to grow, we need water. And that's something that we need to seriously take a look at here in Whatcom County. Not only where it comes down the river of the Nooksack that I don't believe should be allowed to meander to and fro as it pleases anywhere it wants all across our county, as has been suggested. I think that making that river flow in a very specific way with its bed and the riparian and protecting everything that lives within that river, but also the riparian, and keeping in mind that there are people that live around the river, and we have to take all those into consideration as the farmers, as well as where those farmers live and where their workers live and so forth, and being able to better mitigate where that water goes. And it's not just so much as a flooding issue as it's also a drought issue, like coming into the summer, the late summer months. So finding a way to have water storage in the upper areas of the river is also going to help when we can get that irrigation when the crops are in full swing and so forth. There's also some other things that we can do to help with farming that go economy based, that are, you know, making the business of farming itself. Washington has some of the highest taxes in the land as far as business goes, and farming is a business. And being able to help the farmers with their day-to-day expenses and not make it harder on them, because the margins on farming products is kind of small. And so we got to make sure that we're giving the best opportunities to be successful to our local farmers, because they make the food we eat, and I like eating. So whatever beyond that there is, I'm open to it. So.
Joe, you have a minute.
Yeah, Joe, one more time the question, please.
What will you do to What will you do to protect farming here?
Got it. Thank you very much. 1 minute, thank you. I will try to be brief then. Yes, absolutely. As my opponent said, food is key. Farming is not only provides food for our table and jobs in our community, but it's part of our identity here in Whatcom County. I think that we need to keep farms strong in our community. On the flooding issue, because I think that's really related to this. You know, we had a loss of life in this community last year with flooding, and that's extremely tragic. Of course, people lost their homes, tragic. We also have loss of farmland, though. Our farmers were hit hard by the results of flooding along the Nooksack River. I'm fully committed to working to try to find solutions that benefit fish farms and people along the Nooksack. I think it was referenced the side channel project from Whatcom County. That's great. I know the state helped provide funding for that. I think we need more of these projects. I think we need to look at ways, look at all options on the table when it comes to managing flooding along the Nooksack River. We know that the likelihood is to increase with climate change, and we need to be looking at these through a scientific and technical lens when we make these decisions. Thank you.
Dan, you have another 30 seconds.
Something that is tangible and real that we can do to help the farmers, knowing that there's going to be flooding because nothing has been done to prevent it, very little has been done to prevent it, is try to help the farmers when they go to help the other residents in our community, is maybe have some sort of an amortization on the value of their equipment that they're using.